First off is the Extreme.
There's the bad boy right there.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
I really feel like I'm opening up something of value.
1 port, 2 ports, 3 ports, all wireless. Sick.
So Extreme is all charged up and ready to go.
Let's see if it works.
And it's on, and there it goes.
Mine's charging. Yours is charging. Yours is charging. Ha! That's so cool.
Have 9 of your friends charge their phone all at the same time and even jumpstart your car.
The battery is dead. I'm going to attempt to charge this battery with the MAGFAST Extreme.
Excellent, excellent.
Nice not being tethered to wires.
You can take it in your car.
On trips.
Finally, a company got it right.
I could play with this all day.
I wouldn't change anything about this. I think it's about perfect.
Everybody should have this in their car.
This is a must-have for sure.
You charge all my devices so fast.
Welcome. Hello, you, whoever you are, wherever you are, on the face of the planet. Welcome. This is MAGFAST Live. My name is Seymour, co-founder, along with my wife, Amy, of MAGFAST, and joined by my co-host today, Kate Kennard, who many of you have seen many times before.
Hi.
Hi, Kate. Kate is actually on vacation, a long-booked vacation at the moment, and is taking time off to come in and do this. So thank you so much. That's
You're welcome.
amazing.
No problem. I was very excited to be here today. I love our closing ceremonies. If y'all saw it last time, they're just it's so fun. So I'm excited.
It's super fun. Now, where are you?
I am in Columbia, South Carolina, and I am visiting my wonderful grandparents who I love, and they have graciously allowed me to do this. And, I'm in a guest bedroom right now.
I was going to say, that looks like Grandma's guest room turned into a short-term studio. Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you to both of your grandparents. That's phenomenal. So this is going to be a very kind of easy, relaxed stream. We're just going to hang out here, a little bit of banter. We'll show a couple of films. We'll answer a few questions. We'll keep an eye on the total. Let's see where it is now. So as of 4 p.m. Eastern, when we started, just since we announced MAGFAST Lux, you saw the film just then. 1 or 2 people will be seeing that for the first time. So just since we announced this new product coming quicker than you might think for us, actually, in just probably about 3 months. Just since we announced that, $1.163 million. That's 1,163,000, almost 164 actually, kind of thousands. Invested into the company. We haven't sold. We haven't offered the cables themselves for pre-order yet, but we have made the first cables off the line in limited edition. Part of the package of thank yous for the folks who are investing during this final stretch, and that brings the total this year since we originally offered some shares. When was it? Back in November the 21st or something, Kate? I think it was November 21st. Yes. Brings the total there to 4.6 million. Just to because a lot of folks watching perhaps haven't been involved with kind of a startup company before. So let me talk a little bit about that. Kate, I mean, you work in customer service. I think sometimes because like some of the graphics and stuff we do, like the animation you just saw, Philip, I would ask him to, but I know he wouldn't put his own face up on screen now, but just this amazingly talented animator who's working behind the scenes helping to run this show is doing world-class work. if Apple made a cable, if Samsung made a cable, if Tesla made a cable, it would not look better than what you just saw. So we're lucky to work with folks at this incredible kind of level, and yet we're a startup. We're operating like many young modern companies. It's a remote operation, and so we're really grateful to the folks who've been with us for a long time and supported us as we get this thing moving. And the other thing to say is that young companies doing big things are very, very cash hungry, and our numbers seem modest to the numbers that sometimes that you see in the paper. But 4.6 raised this year, 1.1, let's call it, in the last week. It makes a huge difference for us, but they're actually, in the scheme of manufacturing lots and this kind of thing, they're modest numbers, and so we're really grateful to the folks who've invested. Let's just talk about the deadlines, Kate. So, what deadlines have we got coming up?
So our stream is going till 6 p.m. Eastern. I think we're open a little bit after that. Net Capital will stay open for a little bit. But our recommendation is get in before 6 p.m. because we're
doing a bunch of perks, a bunch of specials, a bunch of extras during the final stretch. That goes up to 6 p.m. Net Capital will be open a little bit longer than that, just because some people will be in the process at the time. We don't want to be shutting people down while they're halfway through. Yeah. So they'll close a few hours later. But 6 p.m. Eastern, that's 3 p.m. Pacific. Check your local listing. I guess Hawaii is going to be midday. If you're in Hawaii, hello Hawaii, welcome. Your deadline's going to be midday today. Your beautiful local sunny time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Now, the other thing we're doing, and I think we should do the first one of these first away, is that we're giving away a whole load of MAGFAST Club rewards points today. 100,000 points to be given away over the next couple of hours. Kate, talk us through how that's going to work, and let's do the first one right now.
Okay, so what we're going to do is something we haven't done before. So we're very excited to try this out with you guys. We're going to give you a number to text, which I'll give in just a second, and we're going to give you a word to text to the number, and then every 10 to 20-ish minutes, not on a super set schedule, but about then, we will announce the winner and give you 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points. So the number that you need to keep in your phone, keep in your head, is 24257. 24257.
24257, that is the official MAGFAST short code. It's not a customer service number. Please don't address customer service on that number. But if you received, many folks watching now I know will be here because they received a text message from us, 10 minutes ago or earlier on today. If you can, if you're in that thread, you can reply to, because that is 24257. It's one of the things we're rather proud of as a marketing initiative. Getting one of those 5-digit codes. They don't just let anybody have it. You've got to kind of meet a certain sort of standard, a certain ethical standard, I think, to do it. And we have to meet, as I said, we have to meet all kinds of stringent requirements, but it allows us to do this kind of thing, which we plan to develop. Ultimately, actually having we do want to have customer service via text and conversations via text. We're working on that, but right now it allows us to do stuff like this, where we can, as we did, I don't know how long ago it was now, I guess 10 minutes ago, something like that, maybe 5 minutes ago, just send a text message saying, hey, we're going live, and folks can just click on it and come here. So welcome if you came here via text, welcome if you came here via email, however you got here. It's just fantastic that you're here. We're really excited to run down the last couple of hours. So, all right, so the number is to open your texting telephones right now. Open your favorite SMS application and set up the number, which is going to be 24257. 242. There's a nice rhythm to that, isn't there? 24257. Boom.
Yep.
Because they charge a fortune. If you want like a special number, like if you want a number that spells something, crazy number. But we got 24257, and I'm rather pleased with it. So the first word that we're asking you to text, okay? So the prize, 10,000 MAGFAST points. We'll talk about the points in a second. The 10,000 points will go to the first person we see who texts the word that Kate is about to say to 24257. And so the first of these words is...
Lux. LUX Lux.
No big surprises there. LUX, the brand new MAGFAST cable system. LUX is the word. Send it to 24257, 24257. The first person we see texting into there, we'll announce you on kind of on air here in the stream a few minutes from now. So it's 24257 Lux, and there'll be some more words every kind of, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes throughout the rest of the show. Yes?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Very good. Very good. We've also got one or two guests out remotely at the moment. I don't wear one of those little headsets. I can't listen and speak at the same time. But if we have Rob Burnett available remotely yet, can we bring him up on the screen? Just introduce him if he's there on standby. And he is Mr.
Hi,
Burnett.
Good to see you all. Happy to be
Excellent.
here.
Now you also look like you're in a domestic setting today. Where are you?
I am at my home, which is in Oxford in the United Kingdom.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and Rob really is an international man of mystery, right? Because you're in Boston sometimes, Oxford sometimes.
Sometimes Colorado too. I've really taken the whole work from home thing pretty seriously over the last couple of years.
Well, I can certainly confirm that he takes the work part seriously because you're an amazing, amazing partner. All right.
Too kind.
So I'm seeing, is it 12 or something minutes past 4 here? So we're 9 o'clock in the evening, 9 o'clock on a Friday evening. Round of applause for this man for coming in to support us.
You make it easy, Seymour.
Thank you. All right. Well, keep an eye, and you're going to keep an eye on the numbers for us, and we'll do some Q&A from time to time. Have you got the questions? Have you got some questions there? We've brought Rob into the room. Maybe we should cover a couple of questions with him quickly, Kate. Yeah. If you've got one or two there.
Real quick before we do that, I'm seeing a lot of people saying they're having issues with the text, that they get an automated reply back saying customer care isn't set up on here, but that's fine, right? We still get their.
That's fine. We still get the message. Yep, absolutely.
Don't worry, guys. If you get a text that says customer care isn't set up, that's just letting you know that I won't respond to you, but we're still getting your entry into the drawing. So don't worry.
Very good. And let's pass a message to Eric that he might want to temporarily reduce the ferocity of that automatic reply just over the next hour or so while we're talking to folks. All right. Okay. So, Rob, just for those who haven't met you before, I don't know where folks have been, but just give us the kind of 15 seconds on your role and Net Capital's role in the whole thing.
Sure. So I'm the COO at Net Capital. Net Capital is an online funding portal. So we're a website where you can buy securities in private companies. So we came about via the Jobs Act, which was passed in 2012 and went into effect in 2016. And the goal of Net Capital is to let everyday investors invest in a whole new asset class of private securities and private companies. And so if you go to netcapital.com, I think there's about 40 or 50 companies available right now, all of which are private. They're small deals, and anyone is allowed to invest. So you can go in as little as a couple of minutes, invest as little as a couple of dollars, and kind of get invested in this whole new asset class.
Yes. Now, asset class is a phrase that only someone who works in the industry would use. So let's just unpick that quickly. So asset class means so give us some examples of asset classes. Shares would be an asset class, right? Options would be an asset class. What else? Debt instruments.
Yeah. So for most of the people who are kind of listening to this, most of everyday people, they own a couple of different types of assets, right? You might have a 401k as a retirement fund that's invested in stocks and bonds and all kinds of things. You might own your home. You might own a car. You know, if you're getting fancier, you might own some paintings or some stocks or anything that might be an investable asset. But for most people, especially up until 2016, the only thing that was available to them was publicly traded assets. So things like Apple and Tesla and GE and Microsoft, things available on national stock exchanges like New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. With the introduction of the Jobs Act, for the first time, everyday people can invest in private companies, which were typically reserved for only accredited investors. So people who had a high net worth or certain kind of qualifications as investors.
Right, and there was good reason behind that, right, Rob? Because back in the 1930s, there was a crazy recession triggered, and lots of legislation, lots of rules were brought in after that to make sure that regular folks weren't losing, putting their life savings into kind of unsuitable companies. Now, so what was it, for the best part of a century, for 80? I'm trying to think what it would be. Yeah, maybe 80 or 90 years. This kind of thing wasn't possible. And then the Jobs Act, which came in, I think, under the Obama administration, was created to make it possible for younger companies like us to raise money, but within sort of some pretty solid guardrails that don't guarantee the success of the investment, but they're designed to absolutely minimize the chance of mischief. Let's just put it like that within the markets. And Rob and his team, their job is to, they're licensed by the SEC to do this, and so you guys have been amazing to work with, but you haven't, like every time there's some box that hasn't been checked yet, you have rightly required that we get the necessary filing in place or certification in place, whatever it is, in order to meet all of those standards. And it's a pretty impressive operation. I've said before, I was with your team member Eric the other day, and I was saying, look, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to do this kind of thing, there are two levels. One's called Reg CF, one's called Reg A. We're doing Reg CF at the moment, which is burdensome to get into, in that there's quite a lot of paperwork, but it allows you to raise a few $1 million a year. Reg A requires a lot more, but has higher limits. The guys at Net Capital have got this locked down. They're the most ethical, the most personable. They're fantastic. Rob has. You met Rob. He's every time we've done one of these, he's been here to help us. So truly amazing. So I do recommend that you get in touch. If there's an entrepreneur watching and they want to raise money on Net Capital, how should they do it?
The easiest way is either, if you go to netcapital.com, there's a little button right at the top called Raise Capital. You put in a little bit of information about your business, and we'll reach out. Beautiful.
All right, Rob, if you can keep an eye on the totals. We actually didn't do any Q&A, but we'll have you back in 10 or 15 minutes from now, and we'll pull one or two questions out of the bag and go over them, yeah?
Sounds good.
Super. Rob Burnett, the COO of Net Capital. On your screen now is Kate Kennard of MAGFAST Customer Care, and my co-host for our live broadcasts, of which this is one. Has anybody been counting which number we're up to? Is this number 200 or is it 199?
I think it's 199. I think it's 199.
maybe someone behind the scenes could go find out. But either way, it's quite a lot, isn't it? Yes. Remember, we're texting to win at the moment.
10,000 MAGFAST
total of 100,000. Total of 100,000. 10 lots. So 10 chances to win 10,000 MAGFAST point rewards. Kate is, just want to say, it's early days on the MAGFAST point rewards. Kate is the figurehead of the program and taking care of folks. We're just ramping it up at the moment. I want to emphasize, there's nothing for you to do at the moment. If you are, and we'll put some slides up in a minute, but if you're an existing pre-order customer MAGFAST, you're gonna get MAGFAST point rewards for the pre-orders that you already made. If you're an investor up until the start of this fun week we're having at the moment, you're also going to get points. But we've got some bonus points going on this week for folks who invest just for fun. Nobody should invest any money that they can't afford to lose. But it is, it's kind of traditional in this new crowdfunding industry to just have a bit of fun by adding some perks. And let's just go through those quickly. Let me go through this quickly and find my slide. But I've got a whole deck of them here, and I have to scroll through to find the particular bit I'm looking for.
I do see some people I can see YouTube and Facebook comments come up on my screen. People are asking me to repeat the number, and it is 24257. That is the number you are texting today.
Yeah, 24257, and the first word is Lux, and there will be more winning words coming up in the course of the next little while. Okay, I'm just trying to see where I am on the camera. All right, so let's go through these closing stretch perks. All right, so these started Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern and they run until 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. So that's another, let's have a look, another hour and 40 minutes. All right, so let's go through them quickly here. All right, so there's your starting date. Here's our finishing time. Okay, today, Friday, April 29th at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Let's go through them. I say, please only invest if this is suitable for you. This is your Vegas fund, not your retirement fund. All right. So invest any amount during this closing stretch. We're going to do double points, double MAGFAST Club rewards points for an investment of any level at all. Over $500 dollar investment, we're going to do triple points. If you are able to, and it is appropriate for you to invest over $1,000, we're going to do a 3-pack of MAGFAST Lux. Okay, that's a $99 retail value. They're going to be limited edition as well, as a special gift or perk. And we'll talk about the shipping schedule, but the cables are fortunate that they're not burdened by many of the challenges that we've been having with chargers and batteries and so on. So the cables are actually going to be shipping not next week, but within about 3 months. They're much easier and lighter to ship. So we're very excited about the cables. Also, at $2,000 or more, again, only if it's appropriate for you. But I see a lot of folks, because I see them coming in, a lot of folks have gone at that level. We're going to do 4 times points. So what's that going to be? That'll be 8,000 points, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be 4 times 2,000. You'd be getting 8,000 points if you're at 2,000, right? If you're 2004, then it'll be whatever. It'd be 8,016. So you get 4 times points and a 10-pack of gorgeous Lux cables. That's a $330 retail value. They're going to be limited edition. I just want to make one point here. The limited edition that we've got here, we've been doing some testing, and it's shown in gold here. It's actually going to be in a beautiful lasered charcoal color instead. But what we're not showing here, because the gold tends to rub off, it's not holding on well enough. We were originally assured that we could get the quality we wanted. We can't. So it's going to be gold. It's going to be this. It's going to be the beautiful charcoal gray, lasered on. But we are also going to put the what's it called? The issue number on it. So if you're getting cable number 437, it'll have 437 right there on the jacket of the cable. So you'll be able to, in the coffee shop, you'll be able to go, show off your cable. If you're a bit crazy, that is. All right. So those are the perks that we have got, and you can. I think there's a button if you're with us at live.magfast.com. There should be a button directly underneath. If you're joining us, hello Facebook, hello Google, hello rest of the internet. LinkedIn, are you there? If you want to invest.magfast.com. We'll take you straight to the relevant net capital page, and as I say, please only do this if it's appropriate for you. If it is at one of those levels, we'd love to have you join us. Quick update on the totals: 1.18. So 1,182,000, rounding it, 1,182,000 since we announced Lux about a week ago. It's fantastic. And Kate, I mean, you've been in customer care, getting folks' reactions directly on Lux. What are people saying? What are people thinking? Do they get it? Do they get why we think this is so special?
Yes, they get it. People love it. I'm actually kind of shocked at how many people are so excited. Not shocked, I guess, just happily surprised that people are so happy and excited about it. I think they just totally understand that we're looking to do something better than everyone else is doing, and they already know us and love us, and they're totally on board. And there's lots of questions too, so I will later, when we do a little bit of a Q&A, I'll read you some of those questions that we've been getting.
Fantastic. All right, we'll announce a winner fairly soon. When we have one, if you could, my team behind the scenes, if you could put it up on the board so we can see it here. Right now, I thought I would just do like a super quick. We have just a few short hours remaining to invest in MAGFAST during this round. There's a little bit of room left, so I thought I would just do like a kind of super quick summary of why folks might want to invest in MAGFAST. It's zero pressure. I'll go through it quickly just for fun. if you've been with us for a while, you'll have seen one or two of these slides before. But I think it's helpful just to summarize. So let me just bring up my own slides behind my shoulder. There we go. And the first thing to say about the kind of business that MAGFAST is what we call a DTC, a direct to consumer business. The classic type of business will manufacture something, then sell it to maybe to a wholesaler that then puts it in stores. Direct to consumer means that typically you're advertising or communicating one way or another directly with consumers, and they are purchasing directly from you, or perhaps from you, but on Amazon's website or something. So, when many companies, in fact, I think more than half the sales on Amazon now, quite a bit more, are from individual companies rather than a purchase from Amazon, the retailer. It's just kind of Amazon, the kind of website, and folks are selling through Amazon rather than Amazon actually being the retailer themselves. And it's a pretty great opportunity in direct to consumer. You may know companies like Away, the luggage folks. I was saying I was on a trip the other day, and it seemed like as I walked along the aisle, everybody had Away luggage with them. Warby Parker, they're kind of I often say the kind of the grandfather of this. They're in the kind of multi-billion-dollar club as well, and now MAGFAST working to join them. And direct to consumer can be such a good idea for businesses that old school companies like Nike are piling in and doing very, very well indeed, crushing the competition in this recent headline. I wanted to talk a little bit also about how we see, why we see that there's such an opportunity, because there are zillions of chargers out there, there's zillions of cables out there. Let's just look at Nike for a second here. In their case, they are part of a group of brands that you'll recognize, right? I mean, you can, if I had said, hey, name me an athletic shoe brand, you'd have come up with one of those. You might well have come up with one of the ones that's on the screen right now. You've got plenty of brands that are top of mind. And it's the same in all well-developed consumer markets. In laptops, you'd recognize all of these brands. Think of pretty much any category you like. Here's airlines. If I said name an airline, chances are you'd mention one of these, or one of the second and third tiers. But very few people, if you say, can you name a charger brand? Very, 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 very few people can. And that presents an amazing opportunity to be the first favorite and beloved charger brand in the world. I've been involved with chargers for the best part of a decade now, and it's astonishing that hardly anybody can name one. So, MAGFAST products, there's a lot of things that we demand of them. And I'm going to pause for just a second because my note is coming up here saying it's time to announce the next text for Club Rewards and the winner from our previous one. And we've committed to doing 10 of these in the course of this. Ooh, where am I? We've committed to doing 10 of these in the course of this time. So we better keep them moving. All right. So Kate, do you have a name there?
Yes, I do. So
Excellent.
our first winner is the lovely lady Karen Ditto. Karen Ditto. Congratulations.
Well done, Karen.
Yay, Karen.
Karen Ditto.
I saw her earlier on the on Facebook or YouTube. She's commenting, so I know she's here. So congratulations.
Thank you, Karen. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you for being a part of this. All right, so this is real. You could be the next winner. If you're not Karen, you could be the next winner. Karen Ditto, when these MAGFAST Club rewards accounts, that we'll be bringing them up, not this week, not next week, but within the next couple of months. And when you first log in, you're going to find your points are already there from an earlier pre-order. If you win 10,000 points today with this kind of texting the fun words in, no matter how you've gotten there, and we'll accumulate them all in there. And then there's going to be cool stuff where you don't have to spend a penny more with MAGFAST, but there are ways that you can, if you like something we're doing. I think around the cable launch, for folks who are interested, we'll do a cool thing where you can tell other people about the cable launch and get some. We'll tell you about it at the time, but it's going to be pretty great. All right. So, Kate, we should do another of these words so we can get the next person on deck to win.
Yes. Okay. So text 24257. Text 24257. not double twos. I can't talk today. Okay, so text the word extreme to 24257.
Okay, so we're going to text the word extreme, as in MAGFAST Extreme, the world's most awesome charger. Text extreme to 24257. You're going to text extreme to 24257. If you get a sort of funny auto response, do not worry. Everything is fine. We're still, as you've just heard, Karen won because everything's fine and the whole system is working. Yep. Text extreme to 24257, and maybe you will be the next winner. Please stay with us. And we're doing this every few minutes. So if it isn't you this time, then hang out. Maybe it'll be you next time. We're just at about half past the hour now, so 90 minutes remaining with the various gifts and so on. Should we can you see the total where you are there, Kate? Do you have the totals on screen, or shall I do them?
I think I do. Oh, I do. Okay. So our last, as of right now, 4:30, we have total $4,621,963.
Okay, which is pretty great, and 1.18 million since we announced Lux, which is simply incredible. All right, so we're texting extreme to 24257. Congratulations to Karen. She's our first of 10 winners. Maybe you will be number 2. Text extreme to 24257. All right, let me carry on through the deck a little bit, Kate. I'll do a little section on that, and then let's have Rob on standby. We'll come in with a couple of questions for him. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things folks were asking about is when you introduce a new MAGFAST product, what's the criteria? It's interesting, folks. We get incoming all the time. Hey, why don't you make a this? Why don't you make a that? Why don't you make a the other? But we take an approach which is we should do a small number of things really, really, really well. So it's got to be gorgeous. Whatever the product is, it's just got to be something that people are kind of dazzled by. It's got to be super premium quality, delightful. It's got to be future proof. We don't want to be people buying things that are just that are no good after a few weeks or a few months. We're trying to design stuff that is good for the next decade. It's got to feel great in your hand. Always going to offer an insane warranty. Just generally be like no other, like nothing else that is out there. We have this beautiful packaging system, and all of our products are going to be. Can I get the light shining on it there? Ooh, there it is. Look at that, insane. That's MAGFAST Air. So everything has to work within the packaging system. It also needs to include MAGFAST's fingerprint anti-counterfeit system. We'll talk about that a bit later on, but it's crazy the number of counterfeits that go on Amazon and elsewhere. And we think we've got that pretty much locked down before we've even started. We've got this huge advantage over a number of other brands. Needs to be compatible. Any product we do must be compatible within our own system, and of course compatible with all other MAGFAST products. To date, and again, many folks watching this have seen this before, but I'm just doing a quick summary. I know there are some of our friends from Net Capital who've come here through Net Capital rather than being someone who's come through as an invitation from MAGFAST. Welcome our friends from Net Capital. To date, a little over $14.7 million in pre-orders. And the thing about pre-orders is that pre-order means that people are waiting. And in our case, they've had to wait quite a while because there have been all kinds of challenges, many, if not most of them, outside of our control. But nevertheless, it has made for a very kind of extended waiting period. And so we're really thrilled that Kate and the team have kept folks happy while they're waiting. We've got a Trustpilot rating of 4.6 at the moment. It goes up and down. You might see 4.5 in the coming weeks. You might see 4.7. But it's really a testament to the extraordinary community and the amazing work that Kate and co do to keep everybody happy. A couple of other things. Just this is a bit businessy at the moment, but we are in the closing stretch of an investment opportunity. So I just want to take you through a couple of other things. Average order value is the average amount that when someone makes a purchase in a category, what's the average value? So what would the average order value of an airline ticket, I don't know, might be $600 or something, right? Because some are $200 or $300 and some are $1,000. So the average order value in our industry is around kind of 20, 30, maybe $40, something in that area. Most people buy one relatively inexpensive charger at a time. Well, MAGFAST average order value is amazing. It's over $400. The average pre-order customer has pre-ordered a whole collection, a Pro Kit or a Hello Kit, as we call them, of MAGFAST chargers. And so this is an extraordinary business achievement, even as we're working through other challenges. This is something that I don't think anyone else in our industry can claim. If they can, you should invest in them too. Now, alongside the chargers that we've been working on, I guess I should be picking them up and showing them. I showed you Extreme here, absolutely beautiful. The world's first that allows you to charge, wrong way around, that allows you to charge 3 phones simultaneously. One in the middle. You couldn't hear it there, but it vibrated, it's beeped, it's now charging. Can I get it on camera? A little difficult to see. That's now charging, but in any of these 3 places, plus, of course, the built-in cable. Yep. Beautiful. In it goes. Little magnet holds it in. Boop, into position there. And the other thing about Extreme is it allows you to plug these guys in and jumpstart your car. And last time we did one of these live streams, Rex Northern is our director of special projects. We put him out in the field with a rental car and had him take out the battery and charge it. We wanted to do a remote with Rex today. Unfortunately, he is making his way through San Francisco airport, herding his young family of his wife, 3 boys, and they're about to take a flight across to the East Coast. If we can, we'll get him on his phone just to say hello a bit later on. He's always a fan favorite. But we're not doing any remotes like this today. But I do have a really fun film of some of our chargers under extreme conditions for you a little bit later on. But anyway, so you've got Extreme, MAGFAST Life, which is kind of like Extreme, but a kind of little version. It doesn't jumpstart your car, but it's more economical, and it kind of fits nicely into your pocket. You might have heard the beep going there. Fits beautifully into your pocket or purse for every day. It's got the built-in cable, and then MAGFAST Air, which is design patent pending, very close to getting the design patent on this. It's beautiful. The stand goes neatly on the back, snaps underneath, and you can power it either with a cable or with any of our other chargers. Just snap beautifully onto the back there. So there's the traditional charger business. Traditional. There's nothing traditional about the way we've approached it, but there's the charger business we've been working on for the last few years that most folks watching this would now know, and we have found a new market that we think is huge in its own right and a fantastic introduction to MAGFAST. So we're calling it a gateway market because it will provide an amazing gateway for many folks to discover MAGFAST and move in. Now, the secret is out as to what this market is, but when I made these slides, it wasn't. So I'm going to carry on for anyone who's arrived late and doesn't know what it is. Let me tell you about the market, and then we'll reveal what it is for those who don't already know. So this market is big. It was estimated at around 12 million in 2020. Right, the market research firm. Their name is down in the bottom corner of the screen there. If you just, I don't know if you can enlarge it. Allied Market Research, $12 billion in 2020. Their projections for 2030, $54 billion. That's a consolidated annual growth rate of 17.4, which is a crazy growth rate. Now, 54 billion. Let's say it falls short and it's only 40 billion. It's only 40 billion. Still, just 1% of that market. And there's a bit of a joke in the investment world that entrepreneurs always say, if we can get 1% of the market. But I'll tell you why I think that's reasonable in a minute. So just 1% of 40 billion, all right, would be $400 million a year, which is a pretty serious company. Why do I think that is reasonable? Because there aren't many beloved brands in this category. And if you can be a premium brand that people know, 3, 4, 5% isn't an unreasonable target. So 1% is extremely reasonable. And we're not saying we'll be there in a few days, we're saying that we get there over the course of the rest of the decade. So the other reason that I'm optimistic that we can do really well in this category is that today, folks have a pretty lousy experience. I'm going to read you some reviews from one of the very, very top rated products in this category. Okay, and here they come. Oh, it failed after 3 months. Cheaply made. Garbage, low quality. Stopped working at 6 weeks. Save your money. Second one to beep out so soon. Stopped working in less than a week. Absolute garbage. Didn't work. Stopped working after 6 weeks. Stopped working after 3 weeks. Would not recommend. Beware of fakes or just plain bad quality control. Dead after 30 days. Stay away. The plastic stinks. I wouldn't use this in my house. It would give you a headache and not worth the money. So what is this category? What is this magical category for those who don't already know? Well, the category is incredible. Our introduction into it is indeed MAGFAST Luxe. And I'm hoping that Philip has on standby the film that he made to introduce MAGFAST Luxe to the world. And if we can, Philip, I'd love to roll it for folks right now, please. Yeah. So that is MAGFAST Luxe, a distinct, premium, highly differentiated product in the vast, vast cable charging market that's big today and growing like a weed. We'll talk a little bit more about Luxe in just a minute, but during this closing ceremony, these couple of hours celebration, along with Kate, we are giving away lots of MAGFAST point rewards to folks who've been gracious enough to attend, and we're doing it by text message. If we can bring Kate in alongside me, thank you, Philip. So, Kate, do you have a winner? It's certainly time to get some more folks texting in. Why don't I get the texting going, and then you can announce the winner. So here's the game. We're asking you to text keywords that we're giving you to 24257. We're texting keywords to 24257. So far, we've done Luxe and we've done Extreme, and it's time for our next word right now. So the thing is, you might be able to guess, but we've jumbled up the order a little bit, you see. So folks might have guessed that the next one is going to be one of our products. But which one is it? Well, it's time. Go now, 24257. Text time, TIME, to 24257. Time to 24257. The first one we see to come in will win 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points. MAGFAST Club rewards points. The point system, right, Kate? I mean, Kate runs it, so she can tell you. But it works the same as most point systems that you'll be familiar with throughout. Certainly in North America, you get points for dollars. You spend dollars, you get points, and we think it's going to be a really fun way as we move into mass shipping to have more folks involved, looking after the folks who've looked after us, and just generally building the community. All right. So a few minutes ago, we asked you to text the word. Right now, you're texting time to 24257. Time 24257. But our winner for Extreme is who, Kate?
Okay, I'm very excited about this one because he is a very active supporter. He has sent in an amazing video ask. We don't have it right now, but he sent in a video a few months ago that was wonderful. His name is Topher. I'm sorry if I butcher this. Nagim, Nagim. Topher Nagim.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm very excited for you. Congratulations.
I do want to emphasize that even though, the thing is, Kate is such a diligent member of our team that she knows and will recognize the names of folks quite often as they come up. But this is completely random. Yes. Just be ready with your fingers. Right now we're texting time. And by the way, texting more than once doesn't help. So please just send it in only one time. Texting time to 24257. That's the word time, TIME, to 24257. 57. Please ignore any strange auto responses that may that may come back. It's a new system. We're just bedding it in at the moment. All right. Kate, this is fantastic. You guys are amazing. As I say, please only ever invest in MAGFAST or another small company, or another startup early stage company with money. You can, let's say, it's your Vegas fund, not your retirement fund. No one is more keen that we say that every 5 minutes than Rob Burnett from Net Capital, who's joining us from Oxford, England. And I'm allowed to say Oxford in that tone of voice because I attended, and this is true, I attended Oxford University a number of years ago to study. I don't even remember what I studied now. I've forgotten it all. Now, I studied engineering there a little longer ago than I would care to admit. But if we can get Rob back in just a second, line up a couple of questions for him, please, Kate, and we'll do our totals just while we've been chatting here. Right. I mean, just while we've been here having a bit of fun, giving away a few points, $68,000 invested. 68,000. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this. All right. Is Rob available to join us quickly now, or shall I pop through a few more slides? Yeah, let's do some stuff with Rob quickly, and then I'll take folks through one or two more of the features of Lux, which will give you an idea why so many people have chosen to invest, because we're launching Lux to the public, right? At the moment, it's just our invited audience here, but we're going to be going, running advertising, launching it in public in 2 or 3 months. And we really think it can be, it has the potential to be a big lift for the company. No guarantees, right, Rob?
That's right.
Mr. Compliance is here to light up the room.
To keep things light, keep things exciting.
All right, Kate, dig up a couple of questions, kind of Rob style questions for us, can you?
Yes. Did you want me to just go ahead and ask right now, or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Rob, I have just a couple questions. Something we've seen quite a few times is people say, "When do I get my share certificates?"
That is a great question. So Net Capital and MAGFAST won't be sending kind of physical share certificates to investors. Where our goal here is to digitize and make things kind of simple and easy. So once the offering closes, which is currently scheduled for kind of midnight Eastern time tonight, investors will be able to go to their Net Capital dashboard. There's a big dashboard button right at the top of Net Capital. So once you're signed in, you can click on your dashboard, and as soon as the shares are issued, which is once we send the money to MAGFAST, the shares get issued to your Net Capital account, and you can go right there on your dashboard and see your MAGFAST shares sitting right there.
Phenomenal.
Perfect.
Phenomenal. So that means that the folks who invested in the past, maybe towards the end of last year or the year before, they can log in now and see everything lined up there.
That's
You've
exactly
invested
right.
more recently at the moment. If you're one of the folks who came in since 4 p.m. for almost $70,000, those will appear in the coming days. And there's the moment that you make the commitment, right? Invest.magfast.com. That'll take you to the correct page at Net Capital if you want to do this. There's the moment that you make the commitment. It shows kind of in the totals and the totals that we're reading out now. The kind of legal moment that it actually happens, right, Rob, is there's a kind of there's a moment that the transaction takes place and closes, right. And that can sometimes take a small number of days for everything to settle in, But yeah, you'll see your shares as soon as that happens. Some folks have been asking, Rob, you can use a credit card, right, for investing now, if folks want to, yes?
Yeah, that's correct. You can use a credit card to invest. You can also use debit cards, and we have ways to, for free, you can connect your bank account. If you're a U.S. investor, you can connect your bank account directly and send an ACH payment. And we also accept wire payments.
Right. What's the name of that system that connects to the bank account?
It's called Plaid and Dwolla. We use those two systems to connect directly to your
right.
bank account.
And many folks watching now will have seen those whilst doing other operations with other companies. Kind of super, because it's essentially a bank to bank system. Mm-hmm. The banks are insane about the kind of the necessary security for this. So you're safe making that connection. Cool. It occurs to me actually that if someone is using a credit card that's good on points, they could wind up with quite a lot of points because they have points from their credit card and points from us. But let's not get overheated here. Only invest at a level that is appropriate for you. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. Please only do it if you're up for just having some fun with us and enjoying a journey that's going to be like this. If you folks who've been with us for a while have you just have to watch my mood from week to week, and you can you can tell where we are, because it's tough starting a business, right? I mean, Net Capital itself is also a relatively young business. They have obviously had to meet all sorts of fiscal standards to be approved by the SEC, but it's something. It's something running a young business, eh?
It is. We're getting a little older now. It's harder and harder to call ourselves a startup, even though we still are. But
yes.
When I say
Indeed.
tell people I've been here for 5 years, they look at me saying, "You're still at a startup?" Yeah, it's still a startup.
Very good. I just want to apologize if anyone can hear a strange noise coming through. They're mowing the lawn outside.
Of course they are.
Because we're live. All right. What else have we got for Rob there, Katie?
I do see this question. It says, and I'm expecting a very diplomatic answer from Rob. Should I invest in a private company?
So I can't help anyone decide if they should invest in a private company. These are highly risky assets. Everyone who makes this investment should be aware that you may, unlike the public or the public markets, where there's a lot of what we call liquidity, where it's very easy to buy and sell. So if you have a brokerage account or use an app like Robinhood, you can usually hit a sell button and sell your shares at any time. It's not the same for private companies. You're often expected to hold those shares until either MAGFAST goes public itself or is sold in some way to get a return. So this is a highly illiquid asset. So if this isn't something that you're willing to hold on to for a while and an indeterminate amount of time, it might not be right for you. But ultimately, it's up to every investor to make the decision for themselves if they think this is right.
I did I was a guest of Net Capital's on a Q&A session, I guess 48 hours ago, was it? Wednesday lunchtime.
Wednesday, yeah.
And one of the questions, Eric, is very closely related to what you've just been saying, Rob, which is, what are the ways that I might get my investment back out again? I'm going to give you the answer that I gave then, and you can then add color if you think that I missed something. So there's the possibility of our company going public, right? Once the business model is proven, that is possible. I wouldn't say that's the most likely, but it's possible that we would go public and we would then be traded on the exchanges like the more famous companies that Rob mentioned earlier on. More likely is that some other company looks and sees what we're doing, and they say, you know what? If we were to combine, I'm speaking as the other company now. If they were to combine what they have with what we at MAGFAST have, it would be even more powerful. Therefore, it would be worth them purchasing us because of the patents, because of the designs, because of the the protection we've got to the technology we've developed, because of the trademarks, the intellectual property things like the trademarks and the patents. I mean, we're really, really serious about them. We have, MAGFAST is now, I've completely lost track of how many jurisdictions it's a registered trademark around the world. And that's really, really powerful for us. And in the long investor presentation, which is still available online, we've sent out links to it many times over the last week. We've had 3 takedowns just in the last few months where folks have been violating our trademark. Once was on Kickstarter, once was on, was it shoprite.com? So anyway, 2 or 3 places where folks were not, I don't use the word abusing, but they were violating our trademark online, and we were able to get it taken down straight away because of the strength of our intellectual property. So we feel really, really terrific about that. So I was going through a list of 3, wasn't I? So 1 is we might go public. 2 is we might be purchased by another company that loves what we've built. We feel increasingly optimistic about that, but there are no guarantees. And then the third way is that Net Capital and the industry. Net Capital and the industry in which Net Capital operates are developing various secondary markets, which means that when available, there will be the chance to have a framework within which to sell your shares to someone else who wanted to sell them. So that's not a public market, but it's it's echoing it a little bit in that you could say, hey, I'm interested in selling my shares at this price, and someone else might say, I'm interested in buying at that price. And would it be inappropriate to ask when the plans are for the return of secondary market? Rob,
we don't have a set timeline. Like you said, it's the chance for liquidity in the private markets is highly complicated. It depends on both current regulations kind of catching up with where the industry's at. It depends on each individual company, and the fact that even if exchanges are available, it still tends to be highly illiquid. So it's something that people shouldn't count on, but it is an exciting potential for our whole industry. But we're working on it. But there's no kind of set timeline at this point.
Thank you, Rob. Be on standby, please. We'll. I think we're like Wool Blitzer. Okay, stay standing by there, please, Rob. We'll pull you back in a few minutes. If we may. Update on the totals. We're at 1.235 really, which is phenomenal. 75 grand since we started less than an hour ago, and even as I'm speaking, I think those totals are being updated. Let's. I think we should probably just do. We should announce another winner and announce another keyword, because we're actually not keeping up. We've only done 3 so far, and we're coming up on the end of the hour. I promise we are going to give a total of 10 chances to win. Do you have a third winner for us there, Kate?
Yes, I do. So what'd you say? Third? This is our third. Our third winner is Eric Brown. Eric Brown. Congratulations.
Well done, Mr. Brown. Mr. Eric Brown recently texted the word time to 24257. Time to 24257. Please don't do that now. He's already our winner for time. But it is time for another competition, another 242 texting competition. Take us through it, Kate.
Okay, so you will text the word fingerprint to 24257, and if you are the winner, you will get 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points.
We're texting fingerprint, the word, it's one word, fingerprint. Look, it's written on your screen, fingerprint, to 24257. We had it in the pre-production meeting. I said, well, the thing is, fingerprint is a registered trademark. So really, people should be typing fingerprint with the R in a circle. And people were saying, and the conclusion of the crowd of our team was that would just make people angry, because no one knows how to do those. Very few people know how to do that on their computer keyboard, let alone on their phone. So you're welcome to put it in if you want to, but it won't increase your chances. Just the word fingerprint, please, to 24257. 24257.
And I got a note that a lot of people are emailing the word, and don't do that. You're
welcome to do it, but yeah, we are not drawing winners from email. We're drawing them from the texts sent. The first one we see that comes into 24257. Maybe I haven't repeated 24257 sufficiently often. That's my concern. 24257. 24257. Fingerprint to 24257. All right. I'm going to carry on just going through one or two of the features of Lux. I think it's the main reason that folks are choosing to invest at this time is before we take this out. And I'm going to run through like all of the qualities of Lux right quick. Now, I'll repeat them later in the hour, because I know folks are, as they go through their days, some folks are coming in all the time. But let me sort of take you through why we're so excited about Lux. So first of all, in what format will it be available? We're going to make it 2 ways, USB-C to USB-C. Look, USB-C is the future. If you buy a phone today, other than Apple, it's going to have USB-C on it. If you buy a laptop, USB-C. Pretty much everything is USB-C. And the European Union, by the way, which is going to affect the market worldwide, including North America, are tightening up. They're saying, look, it's a real waste having different cables. USB-C is a phenomenal standard. Let's just standardize on USB-C. So C to C, and we're also going to make it and USB-C to Lightning for the iPhone and for older iOS devices. Apple users, you're going to be pleased. Our pricing is going to be the same for Lightning as it is for USB-C. Most brands charge extra. We will not. It's going to be the same price. It's going to be a premium price because it is a super premium product. We're going to be offered by far the best value out there, we believe. But this ain't going to be a $3 cable. All right. So the question is, all right, but we've got cables all over the place. Just how good can a cable? Just how different, I should say, can a cable be? We think it can be very, very different indeed. First of all, this design is gorgeous. It's a truly gorgeous patent pending design. If you can see just that beautiful curve, I point with my finger there, there's that curve along the edge. Oh, there goes, you hear that? There goes the mowing machine outside. But this beautiful curve, all of these curves are unique to MAGFAST and they are design patent pending. The thing is just beautiful. It also has an incredible silky texture. Let me just pick it up here. This is so difficult to describe using words, but the folks on the team who've held this can confirm it just feels fantastic in your hands. You might think, well, I don't care. It's only a cable. As soon as you hold this in your hand, you're going to care. All right. It's truly remarkable. And we actually, when we were considering naming, we were actually considered for a while the name Silk, just because it is so strong, and partly because of the way it behaves that I'll show you in just a second. It has what we call a really poor memory, which normally ain't such a great thing. But what's beautiful is that when you crunch it up into these shapes, it falls out again really, really quickly. And if I got a traditional cable here somewhere or other, we got a traditional cable. Well, I don't even have to crunch it up. You can still see it's got this in it from the last time it was crunched up, right? But if I do that here and let go of it, all right, it's holding. It has a good memory, but in the wrong way. It's remembering the shape into which it was crunched up. So this fantastic better memory, and that means that most of the time there are no kinks at all in MAGFAST Lux. No kinks at all in MAGFAST Lux. It's a really, really beautiful thing. We're doing gold on the C2C, on the USB-C connections, gold flash gold plating. Very few other brands do that. And this thing is fast for data. We're using the 2.0 standard. You can download an HD movie in less than 30 seconds, okay, which is as fast as you ever need in a domestic environment. 480 bits per second, I think it is. So really fast. You can move a movie in virtually no time at all. Other stuff to talk about. Thanks. Zooming in. I want to just point at these corners right along this edge here, just this little front edge. On most cables, it's just kind of rough. It's sharp when you run your finger from the cable onto the. This is called the cable jacket. This is called the overmold. And as you run your finger from one to the other, it tends to be sharp because they did it like this. Right? This is how most cables are made, with those edges sharp like that. We've peeled that away like this, so that it feels super rounded and super soft. And this extended. The extended jacket, the extended overmold, I should say here, is really important because it allows us to certify Lux for up to 25,000 bends backwards and forwards, thanks to the stress relief along that long extended overmold there. How do we test it? Well, we tested it, ladies and gentlemen, using the MAGFAST Bend-O-Matic 25,000. It looks like this and it works like this. Backwards and forwards, boom, there it goes to 25,000, 1001, 1003, 1004, 1005. MAGFAST Bend-O-Matic 25,000. It's the one thing that isn't written on the front of it there is this isn't real. The test is real. You're actually looking at a beautiful animation with a funny name, the Bend-O-Matic 25,000. But this is how the cables are tested, backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. You'd have to be a pretty nutty consumer to bend your cable more than 25,000, which is why we're able to. Well, I'll tell you in just a second what we're able to do. Now, here's one thing. USB-C is the future. It's only worth investing when you're buying cables. It's only worth investing in USB-C cables because they're the future. This is the standard for now and for the next 10 years. But look, all around your house, you've got outlets like these, haven't you? You might have one of these ones on the wall. You've certainly got these power bricks of different sizes and shapes. And when you go out and about in the world, when you go to hotels, you go to offices, you go to public spaces, libraries, and so on, they have these kinds of things, all still equipped with USB-A. USB-A is common out in the world at the moment. Where else? Oh, in your car, you might even have one of these. Lots of cars over the last few years have had one of these. And that's why we're so proud and excited that we're doing this crazy simple thing that no one else is doing. MAGFAST Lux ships with a custom USB-A adapter included. And look at this thing. It is beautiful. All right. Philip, behind the scenes now, and the rest of the team have worked to just craft this thing into these really, really lovely shapes. The thing is absolutely fantastic. Here it is, kind of translucent. Look at it. And let me show you what it looks like in real life. Here it is. Can I hold it up to the camera? Does it catch it? All right, and let me show you how this works. It just snaps, look, straight on like this. So you invest in the cable for the future, a really high quality USB-C cable that's going to be fantastic and keep you going for years and years and years. It comes with a USB-A adapter, which means that you can justify making the investment. This will have you plugging into all of the outlets that you currently have. You might not get quite as fast a charge depending on the old USB outlet, but this means that you can go ahead and make this investment. Isn't it fantastic? So we're super excited. We're super excited about the adapter. We've also got some gorgeous, truly gorgeous, as you would expect from MAGFAST, premium packaging. Again, we've done this beautiful design, this kind of backlit design on the cover. Let's lift the cover off like this. And inside you can see the cable has a special area, a special storage area. You can wind it around like that to keep the thing neat. And let's lift the top off. And inside there's a special area, a secret area to store your USB-A adapter. And it also has, you can see that little circular thing in there. That is one of those silicon strap cable tidies. Again, we don't know anybody else who's thought it through like this, anybody else who's doing this kind of thing. Super proud of MAGFAST Lux. A couple more things. 2 meters long, 6'6". You don't want to be like this guy here, all right, reaching out to a connection that isn't close enough. All right, 2 meters is the perfect length. 3 feet that came with your device is too short. 9 foot, crazy, far too long. 2 meters, 6'6", the perfect length for a USB cable. All right. We've also done some work on security. There's a real problem online of counterfeits. The volume of the problem is astonishing. This recent quote from Fast Company at Amazon. So we're making counterfeit Lux mission impossible. And how are we doing it? You might have seen in the close-up earlier on, this part of the cable. You see the URL there? It says magfast.com/lux/T375N4. You just type that right in to your browser on your computer or on your phone, and it hooks directly into our fingerprint counterfeit system. You've seen our products all have MAGFAST fingerprint on the back, right, which you can just scan with any phone. It's an embedded QR code. You scan it, and when you do, or you type in your Lux URL, you'll get this kind of thing on your phone, and immediately it'll bring up, if you registered, it'll bring up your name and give you options like customer service and security, and allow you to check on pretty much anything and everything about the cable. You'll be able to register there. You'll be able to, even if you find a cable lying around, you type it in, it'll bring up, as you see at the bottom there, a lost and found service so that you can return the item to the person. All right, let's just quickly wrap this thing up. Now, the other security thing we're doing is Amazon transparency. Every box is going to have this transparency code on it. You can see it just above my fingers there. All right, that little code there, you can scan with Amazon's transparency app. It's a unique code. It's different on every single box. We actually have to buy them from Amazon in order to put them on the box because they've got an entire anti-counterfeit system in place. And Amazon, whenever they come across products that are enrolled into this program that don't have that code, they destroy them. So it isn't worth being a counterfeiter of MAGFAST products. That's the bottom line on that. Transparency is a counterfeiter's worst nightmare. And And finally, we're doing something that's pretty unique. MAGFAST Lux will carry a lifetime, ladies and gentlemen, a lifetime guarantee under normal use. Now, Kate sometimes does crazy stuff with her cables. She uses them to tie down items in her garden. She uses them to hold equipment together in her gymnasium. She drives her truck over them. This is not normal use, but under all normal use, Lux will be lifetime carry a lifetime warranty. So we're super excited about that as well. All right, I think it's time to do some more winners. Then we'll go back to Rob. Just to outline the reason I took you through Lux just then. Most of the folks we believe who have invested over the last week, because we had a chance to invest in MAGFAST a few months ago, but we hadn't announced Lux at the time. And if you think we've devised something really amazing for this really big market, there's a chance we can really, really move MAGFAST, to the next level and beyond with this initiative. And so maybe that's a reason to invest. Now, there are no guarantees. You shouldn't invest a penny that you can't afford to lose. You should use your Vegas fund, not your retirement fund. But if it's appropriate for you, we're super excited about Lux because it can bring, the business plan is that it brings many, many, many more people in. It has good margins, so it's profitable. We believe it can bring many more people into the company in a way that we can then introduce our other products in a more profitable way. So that's why we're super excited about it. All right, thank you, Kate. I bring this back down to earth, please.
Okay, so remember to text the words that we give you to 242. I already lost it. 24257. I know we said it like 1,000 times. 24257. The last one was fingerprint, and we have our winner, and that is Gary Dawson. Gary Dawson, congratulations.
Mr. Dawson, well done. Gary texted the word fingerprint to 24257. You shouldn't do that because we're going to move on to another word in just a second, but it's going to be 24257. Thank you, Lauren, working the screens behind the scenes for us here, so we know what we're doing. We're closer to knowing what we're doing. What's our next word? Let me just scroll my screen here. Oh, yes. The next word. I think I want to announce a word. Kate, you've announced them all so far. The next word is invest. It's the word invest. Please text the word invest. Where, Kate?
Invest to 24257, and do not email us. Our customer care will not be looking at those. Just text us, please.
Text the word invest to 24257. I suppose we should be saying that data. It's going to be on your phone. What is it they say? Data rate or messaging rates apply. Whatever your deal is with your phone
data
company.
Rates may apply. Yes.
Yeah, if they charge you to send a text, they're going to a penny or a couple. Then they're going to charge you for this. You probably have a program that includes as many texts as you want or whatever, but you are sending a text, whatever that means. So, but we're texting invest to 24257. Invest, right? Invest.
Yep.
Invest to 24257. All right. Let's get Mr. Did we get any sign of Rex, by the way, going through the airport? We said we'd try and get Rex in. He was such a fan favorite last time we did this. We said we'd try and get the word from him as he goes through San Francisco airport. We'll see if we can get hold of him a little bit later on. In the meantime, let's take a quick look at the totals. We haven't done those for a while. It's astonishing. We're basically at $4.7 million in total, and we're at $1.25 million now. I see 1.254 since we announced Lux. Guys, look, we love all of our investors equally. This week, I want to say a very particular thanks to the folks who've come in again over the last 7 days, because it's going to help us to put a big punch behind. I'm actually getting goosebumps as I'm saying. It's a big punch behind Lux, which is just so fantastic. The other thing that is amazing is, just as Kate has recognized one or two names today, when I see the investments coming in, I'm noticing many folks who are coming back in a second or a third time, just adding a little bit more money as they watch us and become more confident. So absolutely, thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Whoa! All right, well, it's a great day at MAGFAST. It's coming up on 5:15 Eastern, 10:15 in the United Kingdom and 60 miles northwest of the famous London, northwest of Heathrow, is the former village of Oxford, of course, that is now the home of the world-famous university, and the chief operating officer of the now world-famous Net Capital. Welcome back, Rob.
Thanks for having me back. And you're making us significantly more world famous by having me on here. So,
all right. So, if you just joined us, if you're new to MAGFAST, welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of this. With me on your screen, just I think below me at the moment is Kate Kennard, who's my co-host of our live shows and one of our top customer care reps. You're amazing, Kate. Thank you so much. And no, that way over there is Rob Burnett, who's Chief Operating Officer at Net Capital, the incredible platform where entrepreneurs can raise money in an appropriate way from their fans and customers to grow their businesses. So we got a couple of questions for Rob.
Yes, I do have one. Let's see. Will Net Capital charge me a fee when I invest in MAGFAST?
That's a great question. So our goal is to make investing fee-free for investors. The only exception to that is if you choose to use a credit or debit card. There's an approximately 3% service fee that we have to pay to the payment processors to use those payment types. But otherwise, everything else, there's no charge to the investors.
Right. So if you hook up to your bank, if you send a wire, if you write a check, if you use any of those other methods, no fee.
Oh, we don't take checks.
Yeah.
But,
write a check. If you pay with a sheep, there's no fee. But credit cards, and I've spent more time dealing with credit card companies than I care to admit over the last few years. It's basically unavoidable. They're charging Net Capital pretty much exactly 3%, and Net Capital are just passing that fee on. So it's unavoidable. But by the way, it is that 3%, of course, that is paying for, when your credit card is giving you points and giving you all of these other benefits. Mm-hmm. That's where it's coming from. It's that 3% that merchants are normally paying. All right. So that is that. Anything else for Rob that you got there?
Actually, no, I don't have any more questions for Rob, unless you have some.
No more Rob-related questions. Everything okay? Is there anything that's come up? Because our beloved followers, kind of fans, have a habit of
overwhelming us,
putting a little pressure on the system. And I'm flattered that you guys have been kind of upgrading servers and that kind of thing as we've been working together. It really, you guys have really stepped up. So I wanted to just extend my thanks for that.
Of course.
Things are going smoothly now. Customer service is
our customer service team is on it, but there don't seem to be many questions. Everything seems to be running quite smoothly. Everyone seems to be doing pretty easy.
Good. If you do have questions to do with the investment process, although it's quite tough. I mean, if you want to invest, we're doing our bonus perks just for another 42 minutes, something like that. Net Capital, the doors will be open to complete your transactions for a few hours after that. I think it officially finishes at midnight Eastern. So if you've got any questions for the folks at Net Capital, you want to get on it quickly. hello@netcapital.com. hello@netcapital.com. And they will do their best to serve you in the remaining hours. Thank you, Rob. We'll check back in with you a little bit later on.
Thank you, Rob.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. All right, Kate. But you got some questions that are sort of not Rob related, right, or not investment related. Why don't we sort of go over one or two of those right now?
Okay. I will gladly do that. So here's a question we actually have gotten quite a bit. Just shows how smart our supporters are. So how fast is the data transfer on Lux?
I mentioned that just a minute ago. It's technically 480 bits per second. Who knows what that means? It means that you can download your favorite movie in HD in about 25 seconds. Depends on the length of the movie, right? But typically something like 25, 30 seconds. Maybe if it's a very boring movie, you might get it down in 20 seconds. But it's that kind of thing. So the data transfer is as fast as you ever need in normal everyday life. If you're CNN broadcasting all of your content to the other side of the world, you're probably using you're probably not using a cell phone for that, and you might use different equipment. But no, we feel very good about all of the performance metrics of MAGFAST Lux, and we're not done yet. I mean, we think that there are some amazing things that we can do with cables. But yeah, MAGFAST Lux. All right. Let's see what else. You got any other questions there?
Well, the other question I had was, does it really come with a lifetime warranty? And I still see the slide behind you. You just talked about that.
Yes, it does.
So yeah.
Shall I? I'm trying to think do I have a way of making it. Philip did a beautiful rotation animation on it, and I don't know how to do it again without changing the slide. Can I get it to rotate again? If I go to the previous slide and come back to it, I can get it to rotate like this. Yeah, so at the time that we actually offer it for sale, we'll have the full guarantee conditions. Look, we want to do right by everybody, and we just want folks to do right by us. This is not designed for towing cars; it's designed for charging your cell phone, right, or your tablet, or occasionally your laptop. And so, lifetime guarantee under normal use. Yes, indeed, it will be. Okay. Well, this is kind of fun, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure when was the last total as of 5/19. That was just a moment ago. $4.7 million in total since we started the raise back in November. Thank you so much. And over $100,000 just while we've been chatting, just while we've been here doing this live stream. So, yeah, no, it's truly kind of extraordinary, truly humbling. Truly humbling. I'll just give more things about Lux, and then I'll go over the perks for folks who want to invest in this kind of final stretch.
Real quick before you do that, we need
to do some more competition stuff. We need to give away some more points. More points to give away. Time to give away more points. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so our last one was, I think the word was invest. Yes, someone texted the word invest, and this lovely lady's name is Deb Malloy. Deb Malloy.
Ah, Ms. Malloy. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Deb.
Deb Malloy is I think our fifth winner of 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points. Well done, Deb. What did she? I've lost the plot here. What did she text to us? Life.
She texted invest.
She texted invest to 24257, and I've just given away the next word, which is life. You're going to text life, please, to 24257 to win 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points. MAGFAST Club rewards points. The point system, we announced it. It's not formally launched, but we announced that it's coming 7 or 8 days ago. We already got a crazy number of folks are in the system. Because you're here now and you're part of our inner circle, if you want a little sneak preview of it, as long as you promise not to cause Kate any trouble, you can actually go to store.magfast.com, and in the bottom corner, please use the email address that we know you by when you sign up, because otherwise you'll just have multiple addresses. It'll be a nuisance. But if you want to, you can actually you get a couple of points, I think, for signing up. You can take a little preview of it, but please use the same email address when you sign up that you use when you communicate with us normally. Do please check that before you do that. But yeah, store.magfast.com. It's the new Shopify store that we're rolling out slowly. And the point system is already, kind of version 1 of it is already quietly there. And I was just going to mention, on the points, we're going to have 3 tiers. We're going to have the silver tier, we're going to have the gold tier, we're going to have the platinum tier. You reach certain numbers of points and so on, you'll move up. You move up through the levels. But all of our pre-order customers, all of our investors are going straight in at the gold level. It's just a small way of saying thank you for kind of being with us and supporting us as we launch this extraordinary project. Okay. So did we do the next one? Yeah, we said life to 24257. We're texting life to 24257 for the chance to win 10,000 points, like all of the winners we've been reading out. And thank you to everyone who's been texting in. Just show you the factory right quick for Lux. This is a kind of super premium operation. Look at this thing. Okay, this is an extraordinary facility. Highly automated. The team there are absolutely fantastic. They make premium cables for one or two brands that you might have heard of. Obviously not going to say them out loud here, but they're changing their game a little bit to work with us because we're putting demands on them. We're asking for a product that's never been made before, but we're thrilled with our partners in manufacturing these extraordinary Lux cables. Here's another one of them here. And I'll just take you through the perks. If you have been deciding, you've been waiting till the last minute to decide whether or not to invest, let me take you through the closing stretch perks that we're offering. We started this back Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. It closes now in 35 minutes. Okay, so if you want to do this, please come in the next 35 minutes. We are doing the following. Invest any amount. I think the minimum is just under $100. Invest any amount. We're going to do double points. So if you did $100, that would be 200 points, right? So we're going to do double points for investing at any level over the next half hour. Did I say half hour? 35 minutes. Yeah. If an investment of over $500 is appropriate for you, we're going to do triple points. Okay, triple points. Over $1,000, we're going to add in a 3-pack of MAGFAST Lux. So you've just seen how great MAGFAST Lux is. 3-pack of MAGFAST Lux, that's a $99 retail value as an extra gift, an extra perk. And you'll be the first in the world. Investors during this stretch will be the first in the world to get their hands, not only the first in the world to get their hands on MAGFAST Lux, but we're also doing limited edition for investors. Okay, and you can see the limited edition here. When we made this slide, the factory was still hoping to meet our quality standards on a kind of gold logo. Sorry, my fingers. It's a bit funny. Look at that. Look at this. Whoa. Anyway, can you do that, Kate? I bet you can't do that.
Nope.
What about half a hand? Can I do it to my whole head? Whoa. The factory, they're not able to get the permanence that we want with the gold finish. So we're moving to a beautiful lasered charcoal. Okay, it's actually going to be kind of subtle. I think cooler than the gold. And we're also going to put the issue number right onto the jacket of the cable. So it's going to say, number 384 or whatever your number is. So that's pretty great. So we get a 3-pack if you invest $1,000 or more. And if $2,000 or more is a level that is appropriate and comfortable for you, if it's money that you might otherwise have blown in Vegas or something like that, then we're going to do 4 times points and a 10-pack of MAGFAST Lux. Okay, that's a retail value of $330, $330 retail value, and it's a 10. You probably don't need 10 for your own home, but these will be shipping well before Christmas, even as the supply chain. And we're having challenges elsewhere. MAGFAST Lux is going to be on a much quicker ordering and shipping cycle, and so a 10-pack you could cover off, several members of your family, friends and family at Christmas time with a 10-pack of MAGFAST Lux. We think the very best cable in the world to charge your mobile device. So if any of that is of interest to you, that funny color shift behind me there, invest.magfast.com. invest.magfast.com. That will take you straight to the appropriate point at Net Capital. And you just click on the invest button there. Again, please only do that if it's the right kind of thing for you. We want folks who are happy and comfortable being a part of the MAGFAST family. You need to imagine, if it didn't work out, that you can easily and happily sleep at night. All right, I think it's time to announce another winner. A few moments ago, we asked you to text to 24257. 24257 is our texting number today. We had you texting life.
Yep.
And the winner is?
The winner is Catherine. I'm so sorry if I butcher this. Catherine Marceau. Catherine Marceau. Tell me if you think that's right.
I think it might be Marceau.
Oh.
I think there might be a little French R. I might be wrong, but there might just be a little French R going on in the middle there. It's Catherine, or it could be Catherine, wouldn't it? Be Catherine Marceau. Or Catherine Marceau.
Yep.
In London, where I come from, we go Catherine Marceau. But however you're pronounced, Catherine, congratulations. You are now the winner in the big MAGFAST contest. Catherine texted, which one? Life to 24257. And if you would like to win 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points, what should folks do, Catherine?
They should text wall to 24257. Wall.
Texting wall to 24257. Texting the word wall to 24257. Wall to 24257. It's another of our amazing MAGFAST products. Let's hold up wall. Where is it? Here we go. Here's my little model of wall. Wall is going to be in our sort of second batch of products to come through. We love wall. Let me just show you real quick why it's so great. So you come in at the end. So this is plugged into your wall. You come in at the end of the day, maybe with your MAGFAST Life, a little depleted, needs a charge. Snap it straight on the bottom. Snap it straight on the top. Absolutely fantastic. And let's just put that on the bottom. And you can similarly, you can take MAGFAST Air, which normally has a bit of an angle on it, right? If it's on your desk with the stand. But if I take the stand off and put it on the back like this, are you ready? All right. We can take Air and put it straight on top of wall like that. And if you look at the alignment, it's now a little bit more vertical. It's still got a tilt, so you can safely put your phone on it, right? But it's got less of a tilt because there'll be an actual physical wall here, right? So there isn't room for the tilt. So we have this amazing design on Air. I seem to have segued across into talking about Air, but this amazing design has all of these different angles going on. It's really beautiful, patent pending design. It's one of the things we're proud of. But right now, we're texting wall to 24257. Texting wall, please, to 24257. Wall.
So
24257. What are you laughing at?
I want to point out something funny that I keep looking at all of the funny comments that people are saying. And this one hilarious lady, her name is Claire. Every time we announce a winner and we say, "Oh, the winner is Deb," she goes, "No, it's Claire." Every time. It's Claire. And it's cracking me up. I laugh out loud every time.
All right. So, Claire, get in touch with Kate, and we'll do something nice for you for making her laugh in the middle of a live stream. All right. The time now here on the East Coast is just after 5:30. I guess we're 2:30 Pacific, 10:30 in London, 11:30 in Central Europe, where Philip, who's running the show for us and made many of the animations, or running the desk for us, I should say, and many of the animations, is staying up very, very late indeed. Thank you, Philip. Also, Tony is there helping to run this, also on the same time zone, has also been working flat out all day, pulling this whole thing together. Thank you so much, Tony. And the third member of the team behind the scenes running the show at the moment is my wife, Amy, who's responsible for many things around here, including keeping me just the right side of the sanity line as we pull this whole thing together. All right, so we're still texting to 24257.
Wow.
You know what I would love to do? We just, having shown MAGFAST, having shown you Lux a little bit earlier on and gone through all of those things, the gold flash gold plating and the lifetime warranty and the fact that it has this incredible memory system where it has no memory and it falls out, the gorgeous design, the USB-A. We'd love to hear what you think about MAGFAST Lux. So just quickly, can we open up the text? I think we've got a texting, like a chat thing underneath. Some devices show it some don't. But if we can open the chat for a second, I actually don't. I don't have visibility of it here. But if you can just let me know in our studio chat where the chat is up and running, we'd love to hear from you. What do you think of MAGFAST Lux? What do you like? What are your concerns? What do you love? We'd really love to hear from you. Just down in the chat right now. I know we're asking you to do different things in different places, but if we can open up the chat and gather some of people's thoughts there, or alternately, you could record a little video for us about what you think about MAGFAST Lux. We would love to have this if you could. You just go to video.magfast.com. Simple. Kate will greet you there. It's a generic greeting, isn't it, Kate? It's just saying in general what you like about MAGFAST, not Lux. But
yeah, it's one I did after one of our live streams a few weeks ago. And I think it's videos, plural, videos.magfast.
Oh, dear. Can someone confirm for me which one it is before we send everybody off there? It might be both that work, but Lauren, if you're watching, could you get it up on the screen for me? Just find out the answer real quick. Just type it into your own browser and make sure that it gets us there. But we would love it. We would love it if you would do. It's called UGC, I think they call it in the advertising world. But like regular people. So it looks like it's videos, videos.magfast.com, videos, so videos. Heaven knows what you'll get if you go to video, but videos.magfast.com, videos.magfast.com, and just record it. You just hold your phone up, put your good face on and everything. Hold the phone up and just tell us, we'd love to hear what you think. Tell us with some enthusiasm. Some of the best ones we may use. I mean, don't do it unless you're comfortable. But we'd love it if you would do that for us. We are texting the word wall at the moment. Texting wall to 24257. We'll announce a winner in just a moment. But I had mentioned this earlier on that in previous live streams, we have asked our special projects director, Rex Allen Northern, also of London, from Wimbledon in London, to come on and join us. He's not able to do one of his crazy antics today because he's flying from San Francisco Airport. But I believe that Rex is there now with a little bit of a connection. Hey, Rex, thanks for coming in.
I hope the connection's good enough. Can you hear me all right?
We hear you beautifully, yes.
You look beautiful.
Fantastic. You see, there's Apple and MAGFAST doing its stuff again. So we don't have the opportunity, sadly, to get together with a whole bunch of people like we did last time. But I got to tell you, so I'm here with my family. We're actually on our way through. We're going to come to the East Coast to see you guys very, very soon, which is one of the privileges. We have another one of those kind of cafe cam events coming up, we hope. And it's going to be exciting because pretty much anywhere you go in the US, there are nowadays, of course, MAGFAST supporters. And soon enough, there are going to be MAGFAST users pretty much anywhere in the country. So we know that as shipping kind of continues, there'll be MAGFAST users around here in the Bay Area. And we're going to be
a little bit louder, please, if you can.
Come closer to the camera, Rex.
Oh, sorry.
Get the money maker. Get the money maker a little closer to the lens, please.
So, enough of that. More cool stuff coming up in a future MAGFAST Live. Right now, the story is this: we have an extreme over here, and we have 3 northern kids. There's one of them. And there's Alex and Julian. And as you can see, I'm going to do this over here. And there's little Andy. As you can see, no interest at all in interacting with their dad. But you can see lots and lots of activity on Extreme. We've got a wireless phone there, which is charging away beautifully. And we've got lots and lots of flashing LEDs in the way that life should be. Can you imagine having 3 children who are away from their devices for 5 minutes? I mean, it would be horrifying. And this catastrophic event has been actually solved by virtue of MAGFAST and Extreme. Thank goodness for MAGFAST.
It's actually a very good example of how flexible Extreme is. I mean, obviously the kind of headline exciting thing is, it'll jumpstart your car. And that's fantastic. Listen, from a business point of view, from a marketing point of view, the jump starting thing is fantastic. But truthfully, in everyday life, you ain't going to be jump starting your car. That, at least I hope you're very rarely going to be jump starting your car. But what Rex has just shown us that this is the ideal travel charger. All right. Because there are these little chargers that you can get around the place. Some of them go in the side of a suitcase or whatever. Well, it's fine if you just one person needs a little charge as you're traveling, but it's no good if two or three people or a family of young boys are traveling with their parents and need. And then when you get to your destination as well, Extreme is fantastic and brilliant if you're going to a conference or something like that on business. You got lots of power. You can share with people sitting next to you at the conference. Really terrific. So thanks for demoing that, Rex. That's ideal. When is boarding time?
Oh, we've got about another half hour or so.
Another half hour before boarding, but we're on time, are we? The flight is on time.
It's actually a remarkable thing because knowing that do this, we managed out of school in time to get everyone to the airport early, which is just yet another favor you've done for me, Seymour.
Very good. Thank you, Rex. Before he goes, I'm just checking to see where we are in terms of. He's gone sideways. Hello. Are you all right there, mate?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, maybe there was a San Francisco airport, by the way. I was about to say maybe there's an earthquake, right? Because he's in that region of the country. Let me tell you a fun fact about San Francisco International Airport. San Francisco International Airport is built on top of a whole series of large steel spheres, steel balls, literally. So if there is an earthquake, the earth moves underneath and the airport stays static as the earth moves around underneath. Fun fact about San Francisco International Airport. Maybe that happened just now. We saw the camera turn sideways. We haven't heard from him since. We hope he's okay. Maybe we will get word. It's time to announce the winner who texted Wall to 24257. Who texted Wall to 24257. And then we'll announce a winner for Road. I'm reminding you also that if you love Lux, we'd like to hear, we'd love you to record a little video about what you think about it. You go to videos.magfast.com, just look straight in the camera, put your big smile on, hold the camera up, okay?
Don't do it down here.
The most beautiful people in the world do not look good with the camera down here. So hold it up a little bit, and we'd love to hear what you love about Lux, and we might even send one or two Lux to some of the best videos. All right, so videos.magfast.com. We'd love to hear what you think. All right, Kate, who is our winner in the texting wall?
Okay, so I want to start with who it's not, and I'm so sorry, Claire, it is not you again.
Oh, Claire.
I'm so sorry, Claire. But our wonderful winner for who texted Wall to 24257 is Michael Rennick. Michael Rennick. Congratulations, Michael.
Mr. Rennick, well done. Congratulations. That is absolutely fantastic. And Kate, you'll be in touch with everyone to sort out the details and indeed putting the points right directly onto their into their MAGFAST Club rewards accounts for them.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. So that was that's Michael, right? Michael Rennick.
Mm-hmm.
All he did was text the word wall to 24257. You could join him and the other winners with 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points by texting something to 24257. Which word is it this time, Kate?
It will be road. Road to 24257.
Road. ROAD.
Mm-hmm.
Romeo. Oscar. Can't remember what the other two are. AD. Road. What is it? What is it?
Alpha, right? No?
Alpha.
Delta.
Delta. There you go. Perfect. All of that. Road 24257. Text road 24257. The first one we see is 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points. Behind me is the URL over here, invest.magfast.com. Invest.magfast.com. That is the URL if you're thinking that all of this looks like fun and you'd like to be involved. The minimum investment, I can find the exact amount. It's like it's a few pennies under $100. It's like 99, 97, something like that. It's a small amount to be involved in all of the fun. We'd love to have you 24257. I'm being asked to remind that number, 24257 Road. And invest.magfast.com if you'd love to join us. Now, something else I wanted to do for you is, if you were with us 8 days ago when we did the opening video, when we first did this announcement, we showed you a kind of fun video that Kate made with her father, who's our chief operating officer and an engineer by training. Can we bring Kate back in? Is she there, or did she step away for a second?
I'm here.
Boom! Hi. There she is. Let's bring her up alongside. So, Kate, talk us through this. One of these days we'll do this on a live stream. It just wasn't possible to set it up today for all kinds of logistical reasons. Mm-hmm. But we've got another film of you and your father behaving badly with our precious MAGFAST early manufacturing samples. So take us through this. What the hell did you guys do?
Yes, I want to say they were early samples. We're not destroying or attempting to destroy y'all's products. These are ones that my dad, it's his personal use that he's used for testing. And so we have a life, we have an extreme, and we decided, we showed last week that we...
well, we did, for people who haven't seen it, let's not, we showed something last week and people were interested. So we're going to show some more right now. So what have we got lined up here?
Well, so we thought a fun experiment would be to test the durability of our MAGFAST products, because we get that question all the time. How durable are your products? You know, our products are very high quality, and we wanted to be like, we wanted to have something that we could say like how durable they are. So you're about to see exactly how durable, or maybe they aren't. I don't know. I don't want to give anything away.
Yes. All right, let's roll the set it up for us. So this is Kate and her dad. You're holding the camera here, right? It's just like a cell phone.
Yes.
This is out of your dad's house. What was it? 10 days ago, something like that. Let's roll the film, because I think it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna try something really crazy now. We're gonna try it with an extreme. Mainly because the name is extreme, so we're going to do something extreme with. Now, Kate just asked me, are you sure you want to do this with that beautiful thing? And this was actually my personal one. It's one of our early test units, and this is the one that I actually use. So I hope this thing survives, but hey, we're going to find out. So here we go. DVT-1, that's one of our very first units. And we're going to give it a shot. 10,000 pounds of truck.
I'm so nervous.
I am too. We can still back out.
No, we gotta do it now.
All right, Super Duty, tread lightly. Here we go.
Gosh.
Oh my God.
Is it okay?
It's completely unaffected. I see nothing.
Gotta say, I didn't expect that.
Take my saran wrap off here. Keep my rubber marks on.
It is really wrapped.
It'll take forever to get this off, but it's all, there's not even, these are just marks because it's been tested a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a full charge. No effect. Let's see if it will charge a phone. All right. Sheet coil 1.
Still charging. It says it's still charging.
Oh, it's still charging? Yeah. Okay. Just a minute. There we go. Sheet coil. Yep. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
All 3 work. Woohoo! Yep. And it says it was charging on port 3. That's... Do not try this at home.
No. No.
Extreme, you are extreme.
So, as Rich said, please don't try this at home.
Don't. It was really fun to do. It was very nerve-wracking, though. I was nervous. I was like, "What are we doing?"
Look, we're not messing around here. We're working to make the best chargers on the planet. It's taken a long time. It's taken too long. But you can see the quality, this incredible monocoque construction. Richard drove a Ford F-250 over it while Kate held the camera. What you saw was real. I think it was a bit of cardboard on the ground just to stop it scratching, right, on the just to stop the plastic scratching on the concrete. This is the level that we are aiming to operate at around here. Success is not guaranteed, but I've never felt more excited and more enthusiastic than I do right now about what's happening. MAGFAST Lux over my shoulder here is an extraordinary new opportunity. I'm going to go through some of the details of Lux just in the final minutes, just to take you through why you might want to invest before we launch Lux. Before we do that, we should say thank you to everybody who contributed in chat just now. Remind you that we'd love to hear your thoughts about MAGFAST Lux at videos.magfast.com, right, Kate? And we have another winner.
Yes, we do. So this wonderful person texted road to 24257. Don't do that now because we already have a winner. And our winner is Sharon Richardson. Congratulations, Sharon. Sharon Richardson.
Sharon Richardson is the winner of 10,000 MAGFAST Club rewards points. Well done, Sharon. Thank you for texting. Now it's time to text jumpers. Jumpers, okay? MAGFAST Extreme comes with, or has an optional extra of jumpers. We're texting jumpers to 24257. Text jumpers to 24257. Since we have been on the air, we have raised an astonishing investment of $131,349. It is simply mind blowing. I think it's a huge credit to you, Kate, and the whole of the team working behind the scenes. And I think Lux is a part of the story. And I want to just quickly go, for folks who've come in late, I want to quickly go through why we're so excited about Lux, why it is so very, very different, and why it is that you might just want to, if it's appropriate for you, you might want to invest before we launch it to the public a couple of months from now. So let me just take you quickly through some of the slides. The first thing to note about Lux, right, is that it is a distinct premium and highly differentiated product. So this is a product that's actually different than the other stuff in the market, the vast cable charging market. I was showing you earlier on, the projections are that the market will be $50 billion by 2030, the USB cable charging market. And we're going to do it in USB-C to USB-C. That's the most common cable type that is needed today for almost all new phones except for iPhone. And folks who do have iPhone, we're doing USB-C to Lightning for you as well. And we're not charging extra for Lightning. Most manufacturers do. We won't be doing that. But otherwise, how different can a cable be? Super gorgeous, incredible design. Look at the beautiful curves on that. You do not have a cable that can touch this in your home at the moment. It's a patent pending design. Just endless hours have been spent crafting this thing to be beautiful with that lovely long neck, that long cable protector. The long sleeve at the end there. We'll talk about that in just a second. They're made out of a super silky material, super silky silicon compound. And I don't know how to describe this, man. They just feel incredible in your hand. It's the kind of thing that, you have this in a regular cable, you just put it down. Here, you just kind of want to, I'm going to describe it, but it's one of those things that just feels so good. You want to be holding it in your hand. It also has, and you can kind of see it as I'm playing with it here, this really poor memory, but in a good way. When you scrunch it up, right, it falls out flat and straight again. Unlike a regular cable, here's a regular cable. I don't even have to scrunch it up for you to see that it's still got all of the kinks from the rest of its life. So it's really, really beautiful. It's got a kind of weightiness, a kind of silky weightiness to it, which is terrific, which means that really most of the time, no kinks when you're using MAGFAST Lux, no kinks at all. We're also doing gold flash gold plating on all of the USB-C to USB-C on the USB-C connections. Beautiful gold flash gold plating. It has nice fast data transmission. Okay, you can download an HD movie in less than 30 seconds. I tell you, there are individual features here that maybe one or two other cables have. This package, when you put it together, nobody else has it. Other cables have this you see on the edge here of the jacket, everybody else has these kind of sharp corners along here. We've made the mold all beautiful and smooth. We've smoothed it off like that. The cable just feels lovely as you run your fingers from the cable jacket onto what's called the overmold there. And that long overmold allows us to certify it for 25,000 bends, 25,000 bends, as I say, all because of that special long strain relief area on the overmold. This is Philip's animation that demonstrates how the testing is done. It's the MAGFAST Bend-O-Matic 25,000, ladies and gentlemen. Here, it's a very, very expensive machine. It took Philip almost 2 days to put it together in his animation studio. So whilst this is an animation, this is actually the kind of testing that is done in the laboratory to 25,000 bends, which is why we're able to offer such an amazing warranty. And then the other thing that seems such a simple idea, but no one else is doing, is that you've already got lots of these USB-A power bricks around your house. When you visit hotels and libraries and airports and so on, you have things like this, which also have USB-A connections in, because that's the old standard and they haven't been updated yet. You might even have one of these in your car with a USB-A. It's nice to have USB power in the car, but you don't want to be buying a cable, right? You don't want to be investing in a USB-A cable because they're going away. All right, and it's a much slower standard. You want to be investing in beautiful new USB-C cables. Well, guess what? MAGFAST, and we think we're the first to be doing this, we're including a gorgeous USB-A custom adapter is going to be included with every MAGFAST. Let me just get the camera on me for a second, and I will demonstrate it to you. There we go. Got myself in a tangle there, but it just untangles beautifully and easily. And let me just show you the little USB-A connector here. All right, let me hold it up so you can see it on the camera. Where can I put it where you can see it there? You see the thing shining there? And look, it just slots here. Click, straight on there. Absolutely beautiful. Now you can plug this in to all of your old outlets around the house. The thing is beautiful, beautifully crafted, amazing, amazing curves, all lovely soft edges. Such a simple thing. So proud of it. Here it is in a kind of translucent rendering by Philip. Thank you, Philip. So this amazing adapter is included, and it means that you may invest now, right, in something that's designed to be incredible for many, many years to come, whether you want USB-C or USB-A. Comes in beautiful packaging. 5 minutes left to invest if you want to. We've got a couple of hours at Net Capital yet to invest in the company, but the perks that we're offering are only for another few minutes. Comes in this beautiful, beautiful packaging. You lift the lid off. We've got a special storage system inside where you can wind the cable around and put it back like that. And look, this lifts off to give a secret compartment. All right, kids are going to love this. When you've got the cable off someplace else, they can keep all of their little bits and bobs in there and keep things secret from their friends inside the secret compartment. Let's zoom in on it. There's the beautiful USB-A connector there, and one of those silicon straps, a cable tidy that we're going to be including as well. Lux cables are starting at 2 meters in length. This is the perfect length. You don't want to be like this guy reaching out of bed because your cable isn't long enough. Look at him. Ridiculous. 2 meters, 6 foot 6 inches is the perfect length. Just right. 3 foot, too short. 9 foot, too long. 2 meters, 6 foot 6. It's the perfect length. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. This is the length of cable. Whether you get it from us or someone else, this is the length of cable that you want. And we've done all of this work to deal with counterfeiting. Don't really have time to go through it now, but basically to counterfeit Lux is mission impossible, because every single cable has this serialization right there on the cable. Those numbers there are randomly generated. They're not, look at my hand getting cut off there. Those numbers are randomly generated. It's not possible for a counterfeiter to guess them. So just by typing that number in to your, typing it into your URL on your device, you get something like this comes up, certifies that it is a genuine MAGFAST product, and give you access to customer service, and even lost and found if you leave your cable behind somewhere or other. So we feel so good about all of this that we are doing a lifetime warranty on MAGFAST Lux. under normal conditions, lifetime warranty. So that's the package. I guess I could show you quickly this amazing picture of the factory where it's being made. Incredible facilities, world-class stuff, really. MAGFAST Lux. So we're really proud of this. This categorically will be the last chance to invest in MAGFAST before we launch Lux to the public. If that goes the way that we hope, it will never be possible to invest at the rate at the current price. There's 2 minutes before the hour. Please, if you are interested in investing and getting the perks that we spoke about, go on over to invest.magfast.com right now. Invest.magfast.com. $150,000 invested just while we've been on the air, which is kind of bonkers. Unless, of course, you think that Lux is extraordinary, in which case it makes a great deal more sense. But invest.magfast.com. As long as you start the process before the hour, we'll make sure that we honor all of the perks for you. Meanwhile, I think we're behind on giving away points. So we better hurry up and do that. We have a winner to announce now who texted Jumper to our 24257. We're going to have another one for you in a second. Who's our winner, please, Kate?
I just want to say that I could sit there and watch our socials, our comments all day. Our supporters are so funny and entertaining that sometimes, honestly, I stop listening to you and I just read, and I'm sorry.
Oh, please. I stopped listening to me a long time ago.
It's just funny because, you know, however, every time we say someone's name and it's not Claire, and she says, no, it's Claire. And now people are saying, sorry, Claire, every time it's not her. It's very entertaining. But anyway, so our next winner who texted Jumpers to 24257 is Bill Ennis. Bill Ennis. Congratulations, Bill. Yay.
Nice job, Bill. This is another MAGFAST Club Rewards points winner. He just won 10,000 points. Kate will be populating his new MAGFAST Club Rewards account with those within the next few days. We promised to do 10 of these. I've lost count how many we've done so far. Maybe someone can put it up on the board for me. But right now, we're going to do another one. It says one mower, which I think means one more. Right now, Kate, is this the final word?
Yep, this is the last one we're doing.
Okay.
You're going to text 24257. So you text the word, let me find it. It's air. Text air to 24257. This is your last chance.
This is your last chance to win the 10,000 points. Text air to 24257. If you want to invest, please get there now. I guess we're a minute after the window for the perks, but if you just start right now, maybe you'll slip in. It will be open for a little while so that people can complete. All right, the strict net capital closing is a few hours from now, but we have actually just passed our deadline. During the 2 hours we have been on air, we've been streaming. Kate, can you see the total? It's
can if I pull it up. Yes.
kind of breathtaking.
Oh my gosh. So just since we've been on air, we have raised $163,000 just today, which is, just since 4 p.m. Eastern, actually, which is amazing.
Just in the last 2 hours, 163. The day, but before we started, it would take me too long to go find it, but it was already an incredibly strong day. I think it was just under $100,000 for the day, even before we went on air. We done 163 just in the last couple of hours, and I can't stress what a huge difference this makes to the entire operation, right? Because we have so many folks with back orders that haven't been shipped yet. The more momentum we have throughout the organization at all levels, the faster the flow of capital. All of this helps us to now that we've got these things made and designed and so incredible, helps us to increase the velocity up and down. So I know one or two people very reasonably have been saying, you got stuff you haven't shipped yet. Why are you talking about something new? Everything is about increasing the financial strength of the entire organization, the financial velocity of the whole organization, introducing new products that are, because the truth is that many folks who pre-ordered, there's actually very little profit in those early pre-orders because the products are so premium to make and some of those deals so good. We have the pricing about right now. We feel good about the pricing. If you go to store.magfast.com right now, you'll see retail, and if you pre-ordered earlier, you're going to see what an amazing what an amazing deal you got. So we've got the retail pricing just about right now, we think. But Lux is going to, we believe, enable us to bring a lot more people into the MAGFAST family in a way that the initial sale of the Lux, in business terms, pays for the cost of customer acquisition, CCA, customer. I've just got my letters all mixed up. The cost of customer acquisition, CCA, and we feel really excited about that opportunity. If you were with us a week ago, we announced we've got a sensational new advertising agency that's brilliant at creating work that just cuts through all of the noise out there, and we feel really good about it. I think we need to announce one more winner. We should probably bring in Rob again to wind up and say thank you. If Rex is around, we can bring him in, although he's probably boarding a plane with 3 screaming young boys at the moment. But if he's there, bring him in so we can say goodbye. Rob, thank you. You've been holding on to this. You've been holding on to this really tight for us there, keeping the wheels running. What are we seeing at the moment?
It's looking great. I think people are just sneaking in here right at the end, but it's been fun to watch. You got a ton of amazing supporters, and they've really made it a heck of an evening, closing it out really strong.
Fantastic. I just want to give a shout out for the other folks raising on Net Capital at the moment. The SEC, it would take too long to explain, but there's basically a set of SEC rules that mean that there are a bunch of folks who have a deadline today. So while you're there, if MAGFAST isn't right for you, take a look at some of the others. If MAGFAST is, and you choose to invest in MAGFAST, when you're done, please take a look at 1 or 2 of the others. There's some very exciting companies doing exciting things. Not appropriate to recommend anyone in particular, but you'll know. You go take a look. You'll know whether you'd love to have a few bucks in there, and keep track on some of the other companies that Rob and his team have up at Net Capital.
Appreciate that, Seymour.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of great entrepreneurs doing a lot of really great things. So you've built a great community here. But if everyone wants to take a look, there's some other entrepreneurs that maybe don't have Seymour's talent of building community, but are still doing some really awesome things. And so I'm sure they would appreciate a little love.
Yeah. Go take a look. Invest.magfast.com I've had up on the board. That gets you to our page. Love it if you invest in us. If not, click around and see some of the other companies that are raising at the moment. Super. Okay, thank you, Rob. God bless you, sir. It's time for bed now. What are we? 11:05. But they're in Oxford. Hey, look, he couldn't get out of the room quick enough. Did you see? He's like, I can go to bed now. All right. So Rob is off. Huge thanks to him and Eric and Jason and the whole team over there at Net Capital. I think we should wind up this live stream now because we're a few minutes past our 6 p.m. Deadline, Kate. But we have another winner to announce, and we should name our final MAGFAST Club Rewards 10,000 points winner, who is
our very last winner is the wonderful Charles Calabrese or Calabrese. I don't know how you want to say that. Sorry, Charles. I butchered it.
So let's say it again. So Charles let me zoom in on my screen here, see if I can have a look.
Or if it's like Italian, Calabrese.
or maybe it's a French organ, Calabrese.
Oh,
Charles Calabrese.
Congratulations,
you know who you are, Charles. You know who you are. All right, let's wrap this puppy up now. Thank you so much for joining us for the live stream. Let's give a particular in the comments section. If you've got access to one of the comments or the chat sections, please extend your thanks to Kate, who is on vacation. She's taken time out from vacation. You can see her there in Grandma's spare room. She's visiting her grandma and grandpa, and has joined us. Thank you so much for doing this, Kate. You're amazing. I hope it's been a fun interlude, and now you can go back to having a wonderful time with your grandparents. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. It's been a lot of fun, and everyone in the comments, y'all entertained me the whole time. This was great, and I'm very excited about how much we've raised while we've just been on here. It's been amazing.
Yeah, the numbers are kind of changing as we speak. It's a hair under $175,000 just while we've been here. But all good things must come to an end. So we're going to wrap it up now. We're going to say thank you very much to Kate. Bless you to Rob. Rex, thank you for coming in. Can you imagine joining a live stream while you're trying to herd 3 teenage boys onto a cross-country flight? Big thanks to all of the MAGFAST team behind the scenes. Thank you, Amy, who's been organizing this thing all week long, my beloved wife, Amy, and co-founder. Tony, thank you so much. Incredible behind the scenes, along with Philip. Lauren's been, I don't know, what's the sort of traffic cop on all the information that's been flying around behind the scenes as well, and updating the notes we've been working from. Thank you, Lauren. And extended MAGFAST team. You guys are truly incredible. It sounds trite, doesn't it, say we couldn't do it without you, but we couldn't do this without you guys on the team working behind the scenes. And we definitely couldn't do it without you, our incredible MAGFAST backers and supporters. My God, you have the patience of an army of saints, but we're working hard to make you proud, and just so grateful to our pre-order customers, to our investors. You guys are amazing. And we'll see you again soon, right, Kate?
Yes.
On MAGFAST Live.
We love all of you.